Alright guys, so I'm no expert here, but this is my tank. Spend money on it, so I'm gonna give you the showdown of my 29-gallon tank. So, got a couple mystery snails here. Got one, two, and three. These two are purple, and I've not been able to gender them yet. And then this one is also purple, but I bought him at a later date. He's got some weird stuff going on with his shell, and I don't know. I have to check out some information about that later. We got my Cory cats. They're green. I've got one there and one there. And they eat all the food off the bottom. Got my neon tetras. They school up pretty nice. It's really cool. I like how they just hang out. And I've got this. Let me try and get the light better. I got this danio here. And so I had 4 danios, well 5, and they could eat out of your hand. If you put like food in from the top and you just held it there, they would get so curious that they would come eat it out of your hand. Now look at this guppy doing it. Isn't he adorable? Or she? So the danios, they ate all my shrimp. I bought a couple cherry shrimp and I watched them pick him apart one day. And so I moved them to my other tank, and my other tank temporarily has a largemouth bass, and that bass ate all of them. And it was funny. But this guy was too fast for me. I couldn't get him with a net to get him out of the tank, so I just let him stay. But now he won't leave my guppies alone. I've got 3 guppies. Got oof, drop that right there. So that's a female. That other one's a female. And then there's a male here somewhere. Can't see him at the moment. But you can tell the male because they've got a special little fin under their back fin. Under their I don't know the name of it, but basically it's like a male genital fin. It's right there. You look at it and you're like, huh, that looks like he's got an extra fin where his male stuff should be. Plant wise, we got the moss ball, and so the Corys, they like that. Got this old black skirted tetra here. We call him Biddy. He had a couple friends. We called them Stripes, and they all died. And yeah, but back to the plants. Got some Java moss. Got some regular Java fern. Got the windelov Java fern. That's the stuff with the frayed edges back there. I bought that at I think a PetSmart, and it's got some mold in there on it. And I'm hoping it's gonna be okay. We'll see. This right here in the back is an anubias, and that is a beautiful plant. I actually got that from a pet store that was not like it was like an aquarium store, and it was in a tank, and it was already planted. And honestly, it's obviously so much healthier of a plant than these other ones that I got from your name brand stores, your Petco, your PetSmart. I don't have them planted. They don't have to be planted. As long as the ribosome, whatever the stalk of the plants are not underwater, under the gravel, it'll as long as they're above the gravel, they're totally fine. If you ever bury them into the rocks, if they will rot. I bought a different anubias the other day, and it was rotted so bad, it was pitiful, from I think PetSmart or whatever, and it honestly just fell apart in the tank. I was gonna take it back, but I can't find the receipt. It's whatever. But as a community, you know, we're doing pretty good so far. Hopefully we can get some bigger plants. There he is. That's the male. See how pretty he is? My male guppy. Let's get some focus on him. He's got the stripes and the colors and the polka dots. He ain't got stripes, he's got polka dots. Over there eating some of the algae off the Java fern. And back there in the back, got a homemade CO2 diffuser. Literally just a water bottle with some brown sugar and some yeast running through a stone. And the stone back there, as you can see by the bubbles, is slowly releasing CO2 into the water. It's a good time. This is my tank. Got the decorations here. We got the llama. And the llama is a reference to Fortnite. My son picked him out. Thought it'd be really cute. The unicorn. It's from my daughter. You know, we try to brush out the algae. Try to brush it off of them and whatnot. It was brown diacom algae from whenever the tank was still cycling. And now it's just brown algae. It's coming around, but there's way less of it now than there was. Tried to brush it out, but there's some back behind his neck that I just can't get rid of. But got us a pretty little unicorn here. Got the little ninja men. I don't know where they came from, but I just tossed them in there, and the fish seemed to like them well enough. I've got a kuhli loach back underneath this rock over here in the corner. They like to hide. You know, he's little speck right there. I might be able to come around the side and see if we can get a better view. There he is. Right there. He's just chilling. We don't want to bother him too much. But he looks like an eel. And I think he's downright adorable. I mean, just... he looks like an eel. He acts like an eel. He doesn't come out very often. And it's, you know, the fish are kind of active. They're just kind of chilling. Let me see if I can feed them real quick and get some of this on camera. See if I can get them eating out of my hand. Hit it like that right there. Just... come eat, guys. Come on. And so you can feel their little nibbles. And I think that's really cool, you know? It's like petting a fish. Get it without the glare off the phone there. Just a little pinch. I'm going to give him a little bit more. Let them eat up. And, you know, whatever they don't eat and hits the bottom, that's what the snails and the kuhli loach and the cats, that's what they're for. You know, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Turn the flash off. The light for the camera. But right there you got it. It's tank number 1. We're doing alright. Got a, I think, a 200 watt heater. Got the over the top filter here. Got some koval Chinese thinking LED lamp. It's got multiple colors. You see the reflection got red, blues, so it's multi-spectrum. It's got the black light too, you know, and so the neon tetras really pop. Got it hooked up through my Alexa, and so, you know, I can be like, Alexa, turn off tank light. See, and then it just turns it off, and Alexa, turn on tank light. and it's set up through a timer and whatnot, so I don't even have to turn it on. I do turn it on because I like to see them, but it's set up for a timer. That way my plants don't get too much light, and then, you know, if I'm doing something else for the day, I don't have to worry too much about, oh no, did I turn it on? Like if I take the kids to school and leave and come back, you know, it's like, oh no, I didn't turn it on. That diffuser back there seems to be going, you know. Yeah. So I'm a little nervous about if that's going to cause an algae bloom. We'll see. I was trying to read online about which is more important, the light or the CO2, and apparently if you get too much light or too much CO2, there we go, look, he came out, he's eating. Zoom, focus. Doesn't he look like a snake or an eel? Is he not just the friggin' cutest?